Hey, I'm Denny Lee. My eyes were opened by a narcissist. That's what it took. Welcome to Waking Up at 50. All right, so I'm going to assume that if you are here, that you are trying to learn about narcissists, either because you feel like you are in a relationship with a narcissist, you have been in a relationship with a narcissist, or you've got some narcissistic people in your life that you just can't figure. You got people who are a little strange that you can't figure out how to get along with them, why they act the way they do. Okay, I'm 50 years old, and my eyes have just been opened. I grew up. I don't think that I was hidden from the world, or I don't think that I was protected from things. I feel like I had a really good upbringing. I mean, I had parents that were pretty much involved in my life with, they were involved with school. We talked. We had dinner together. We went to church. I played sports. Pretty much normal life. And I grew up in a rural community, a farm kid, so I can't complain about it. I mean, honestly, it's pretty ideal compared to a lot of people that I knew then, and what I see going on in the world right now. My upbringing was pretty ideal in my eyes, and I have no faults or qualms about anything, any of my upbringing. What I do have a problem with is that I didn't know that narcissistic people existed. I always thought a narcissist was somebody who was just really proud of themselves, somebody who really thought a lot of themselves and thought everybody else should too. That's part of the definition. That's not the whole thing. I did not realize that there were people walking on this earth that I had been in constant contact with throughout my lifetime, that I was surrounded by people who had nothing but evil intent. I had no clue of this. Call me in the dark. I really thought I was in the dark. I felt like at the age of 49, I was woke. I'm open-minded. There aren't many things that I exclude. I accept everybody in everybody that I meet. I want people to feel comfortable. I want people to be open, be themselves, and be proud of who they are. My narcissist came wrapped in a pretty package, pretty redhead. I had literally known her all of my life. Grew up together, raised just a few miles from one another. I mean, we interacted throughout our young life. We knew each other. She was just another girl in the community, but she was always really cute and kind of precocious, and just you know always stood up for herself. And I really admired that. Well, as people do when they're growing up, they lose contact with one another, and lost contact for 20 years or better. I was going through the beginnings of a divorce, and we made contact again. Out of the blue, she contacted me and said that her marriage had gone downhill and things were not looking good there, and wow, she couldn't believe she had found me again after all these years. The love bombing began. She pretty much let me know from the very beginning that she had been in love with me all of her life and had really hated the fact that I had gotten away. Now, I guess looking back in retrospect, I would assume that if I had really been on guard, I would have looked at that and thought, this sounds a little too good to be true. My mother has always told me if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Now, to a lot of people, that's just common sense, but man, when you get under the charms, under the spell of a narcissist, good sense goes out the window. Yeah, I took the bait, hook, line, and sinker, man. And like every relationship that anyone has with a narcissist, it does come to an unceremonious end. It went straight from love bombing to entanglement into my life. We had a lot of friends in common. We knew a lot of the same people. Old stories about each other, and it made it. Since I was in the early stages of a divorce. I guess I started leaning on her to be my support, or to be, I guess, if nothing else, be my lifeboat, to where I wouldn't sink. And man, I thought, wow, this could not happen at a better time. I'm going to get the love that I deserve. Maybe I did, who knows. It was not long till we got to the devaluation stage, till there was eventually the disengagement. Basically ghosted. And I remember thinking, what did I do? What have I done? Let me tell you, man, if you are in this position right now, male or female, if you're in this position right now, first of all, let me tell you, I feel for you. You have got some recovery coming your way. You've got to really put the work and the effort into it. I know that it seems like that you'll never get past this. You will. Yes, you've changed. I'll promise you, you've changed. I used to be what I felt like was very much a happy-go-lucky kind of guy. In fact, my nickname's Lucky. So, but you've got a lot to digest. I did not realize that I had been in a narcissistic relationship until about a month after the disengagement, till she just ghosted. I had no clue. Done a quick Google search on, why would she ghost me? And just, hey, why would a woman ghost a guy that she says she's in love with? Guess what? First thing, type B personality, narcissist. Well, immediately I started doing more research, and then I come across YouTube videos about narcissists. And man, when I first found that there were other people like me out there that had gone through this, I spent the first 2 days pretty much without sleep, ingesting every video I could find about narcissism. I found out I am not the only sucker out there. But what I also realized was that I wasn't a sucker for falling for all the lies. You got to forgive yourself. You've got to stop and take stock in the fact that you were playing a game that you didn't know existed. You didn't know it was a game. You didn't have all the rules. There were lies being fed to you, lies on top of lies on top of lies, and then those were hidden with lies. Yes, I saw red flags, but I literally had known this woman for 40 plus years. I knew the kid that she was. I knew the girl that she was years ago. And I really, here came the knight in shining armor suddenly. Whenever her problems started presenting themselves, I thought, I can help. I was pretty good with people, I thought. I thought, hey, I'm a problem solver. I'm a fixer. More ice. That's what I thought. That is what I'm here for, is to help people. Well, I was wasting my efforts on her. These people do this over and over and over again. This is the cycle they live. This is the cycle they run. This will continue. They absorb all they can from good people. If you've been duped by a narcissist, chances are you're a really good person. And a lot of people know that you're a good person. That's how they found you. Mine found me, when I was 8. And it took all these years to manifest itself. But in the period of a year and 2 weeks, I had been embraced, loved, made fun of, ridiculed, chewed up, and spit out. That is devastating to someone who walks around with their heart on their sleeve. Put your head in your hands and know that everything's going to be okay. This is the first of, I know, hopefully 4 or 5 videos, and we'll see where it goes from there. But I feel like that I've got information that can help somebody. Somebody somewhere needs to hear, I feel like maybe needs to hear what I've got to say. If nothing else, this is part of my recovery. I am now 6 months narcissist free. And I really feel like it's taken a good 5-6 months just to remember who I was before that relationship began. Recovery is possible. It is very possible. And I'll tell you more about how to do that. The narcissist opened my eyes at the age of 50. Wow. It's like having your feet kicked out from under you. But today, I am stronger for this. Most people really want to run their narcissist down. Honestly, if I ran into mine in the street, I would have to pull her off the side and go, hey, thanks for the education. Because really, my life is already better. And I'll tell you why next video. I'm Denny Lee. My eyes were opened by a narcissist. Thanks for watching Waking Up at 50.